Okay folks, today I'm going to show you around this 1969 Chevrolet AM/FM stereo blue light radio. This is a real deal 1969 stereo radio. These were super rare when they were new. They were an option in 69 Chevrolet full size, so Impala, Biscayne, Caprice, etc. Camaro, Chevelle, and possibly Nova. I'm not sure about Nova, if you could get a stereo radio in it or not. Anyway, not very many were made. They were really expensive when they were new, and even fewer survived. Usually these got ripped out in the 80s and replaced with a cassette player, or ripped out in the 70s and replaced with an 8-track player, or ripped out in the 90s and replaced with a CD player. Either way, this one is here and available. You'll see more in the pictures, but the model number of the radio is 91B-FM1. That shows it's a 1969 model Chevrolet. B is full size, so Impala, but this same model radio, the full size model, was used in Camaro and Chevelle as well. The only piece that was different was the multiplex unit. This particular one's out of a Chevelle, so the bracket is out of a Chevelle. The length of the wire that went to the radio was determined by the model. So I think Impala used the shortest cable, followed by Chevelle, and then Camaro was the longest. If you need an Impala bracket, I can swap it out. I don't have the Camaro bracket, but most guys get, you know, a little sneaky with where they're going to put this anyway, so it doesn't really matter. It's hidden under the dash. Anyway, the point of this video is to show you that this radio is in fact working. I tested it before making this video here, and it plays loud and clear on all 4 channels on the AM band. I wasn't able to get anything but static out of the FM. It plays the static loud, but couldn't get any reception. So I imagine there's either like a capacitor or something inside that has gone bad, or something needs to be adjusted, or a antenna wire has come loose inside or something. But one of these radios you really should have serviced before installing anyhow. There's just so many capacitors and transistors and things that just degrade over time that it's nice to have a professional go through it. It's not that expensive, and you know then once you get it in the car, it'll stay in the car. Anyway, without further ado, we have this hooked up to a 12-volt battery, the correct 8-ohm speaker, and an antenna, and I'm going to show you around this guy. So we'll start, of course, on AM.
Recovery efforts, Google and
Anyway, lots of stations.
You
can see there's no static in between the stations, which is nice. There's no static when you adjust the volume.
None of us wanted ones, and they try to like hide the big one, like a little bit of a sandwich.
Yeah, for the last 50 years, our candidate chosen for us.
Anyway, very nice.
How long do you think it'll take if their house has been burned down to cinder?
Anyway, really nice AM reception. I'll show you how the push buttons work here.
Right, because they're.
Then finally, I'll show you how to set a push button. So if we find a station we like,
Ever going to be the
say we like this station, we pick any button we want, pull it out, push it back in. No matter where we go, we can go right back to where we were. Finally, let me show you, well maybe not finally, but let me show you all the audio channels work. Someone had soldered wires directly to the terminals here on the speaker connector, so that'll need to be cleaned up during service as well, but pretty small deal. Let me see if I can do this so you can see it. It's going to be hard, but we got this channel, maybe. Alright, let me see if I can figure out a better way to do this, guys. Okay, how about right there? We've got this audio channel.
I mean, honestly, rock.
Then we got
performance.
This audio channel
is opening up the.
We've got this audio channel, and then we've got, let's see, this audio channel. Anyway, we'll go back to that guy there.
Overriding objective will be to return.
Finally, I'll show you FM here. So we just switch over to FM. You can see it's loud, but all we get is static. So like I said, something likely there's a connection that just needs to be cleaned or something, but that'll get handled during the service. but at least we know that all 4 audio channels are functioning as designed. So a matter of reception is a small deal. Usually if you only have 2 audio channels working or something, it can get more expensive as far as the service goes, but this one should just be a standard animal. Very rare, hard to find. A couple years ago these used to come up for sale every couple months, and now it seems like maybe 1 or 2 a year come up for sale. They, like I said, were rare when new. Every time one sells here on eBay, you can count on it going in a car and just not coming up for sale again. So they just get more and more hard to find by the day. Anyway guys, if you've been looking for one, don't miss this one. It's a really nice Survivor unit. You could install it the way it is cosmetically and it would look really nice in a Survivor car, or it could be a pretty easy resto to make it really cherry looking in your restored car. Don't miss it, guys.